to another video. Here guys, we have not done a sit down in a very long time. We haven't done a sit down in a very long time. So this is our life update. We just thought we owe you an explanation. We owe you an explanation as to what happened, what took place over the past year, close to 2 years actually. I think it's a year, 6 months, a year, 8 months. So yeah, so we thought let us sit down and let us, because honest truth is that you guys are part of our journey. The day we decided that, okay, we're opening this channel, then you became part of us. So we thought, okay, let's come back to the people that support us. Let's come back to abantu that show us love and actually show respect, because I feel like it's more of showing respect more than anything, you know. Communication, we are very strong believers in communication. So we thought, okay, a lot has happened and we've been away. We would just come back maybe with the vlog nyana, go away again. So let's just sit down and then take you through, guys, the reason why. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. If I could describe it, I could say it was a roller coaster type of a journey. Ngehlela namhlanje, the next day kuyaphezulu, yeah. So we're gonna try and sum everything up, but it's been quite a journey. As Umilisa is saying, is that there's been a lot since our last update up until today. So yeah, we are gonna try and, you know, sum everything up to update you guys, because as you guys know that you've been part of the journey here too, and we've been quiet and there hasn't been any update. So this is now the update. That's why I'm saying that we're gonna try and sum everything up from the last time we uploaded up until now. So my love.
Okay, so guys, I'm sure that you are aware that we had a baby in 2021 September. We had a baby, and after that then consistency became an issue, simply because a lot changed. We no longer had the time that we usually had on our hands prior to the baby. Like there were more responsibilities now. At first we had a nanny for the baby, for Omta, and then after a couple of months things did not I don't know how to put this, but things did not work out well with the person. And we were now in a position where we did not want to keep changing nannies, because now this means the child will then be exposed to different people, their different ways of doing things, you know, language barriers and so we thought, okay, after we no longer had a nanny for him, we took over full time. I was working from home, so it was not really of an issue, because our child had a routine. Like, we had established a stable routine. So the issue was that we no longer had time on our hands. When I'm on lunch, I need to make sure that he's fed. I need to make sure that he's bathed. I need to make sure that I put him to sleep before my lunch ends so that I can go back to work. So it was a bit of an issue, to be honest. By the time I knock off, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. By the time Uzumasa comes back from work, he's exhausted, he needs to take over as well. Whew. So yeah, that's the first thing. And then the second part is that then we faced I don't know how to put it, but we then got to a point of facing certain challenges. Yes, that's guys. Certain challenges. Things went south, not in our relationship, but in our lives. So emotionally, we were not in the right place. Spiritually, we were not in the right place. So we were basically not not in a good position to be sitting in front of the camera and to actually shoot. And I'm one person that whenever I'm going through anything, I'm one of those people that would rather isolate, go through my own stuff in my own shell. I would rather isolate, go through my own stuff in my own shell, and then get back up and continue with life. Because what I've learned is that we end up being toxic. The moment I'm going to sit in front of this camera knowing very well that my mind is not in the right place, my emotions are all over the place, things are not going as planned or as we would have loved them to, then I'm going to end up being toxic. Because what is it that I'm going to, what message will I be giving to the next person, you know? So even my friends, I'm sure they know by now that the moment I'm quiet, I'm going through my own stuff. And I will communicate it. I will tell you that, no, man, I'm just going through my own stuff and wouldn't want to be around people at this stage. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think from my side, as you said, yeah, it's been quite a journey, and also I think we are more like when it comes to what we choose to share and what we choose to not share. Whether you are family, whether you are a friend, whether you are a stranger or whatever. So, and I think I would recommend that to anyone, that when you are going through something, have someone that you can talk to. Don't talk to a lot of people outside your relationship, because that can either make or break your union or your relationship. So I think we taught ourselves to get into the habit of doing izinto, not necessarily solving our problems on our own, but there are people, guys, that get paid to, there are people that get paid to listen. So if you are in that position, I would suggest that you go for that. If you are not in that position, then maybe have someone that you can really trust to share, because even nento yongakwazi uthetha nomuntu, it's not good. You need to talk to someone at some point. But for the most part, we, throughout whatever we were going through, God has been our strength. We are firm believers in praying, and prayer has been our strength. We are here today and we are talking to you guys. If time permits for us to, get into the details of what we went through, then we will go through that. But for now, this is just an update. I think we are in a, life will take you to a point where you will learn to appreciate more. Not that we didn't appreciate, but you will learn to appreciate more yourself, the people around you, your kids, your family, and basically everything that stems around you. So I think the journey that we went through has been about that. It has been about preparing us for the next season. And I can safely say that we are ready for the next step. We don't know what the next step is yet, but I can definitely tell you now, sitting here, that we are ready for the next season.
Guys, we are ready for anything. As Uzumasa is saying, but we don't know what the next season has for us. But so much happened that at this point, I couldn't do, like, there is absolutely nothing that can shake us, nothing that can be shocking to us, nothing that can kill us. Like, there's absolutely nothing. Even if I feel like we would not, like, as so talky. A lot happened that as so talking, like, we take it as it is and say because we went through so much. Hence, I agree with Glenda. We are ready. We don't know what's to come, but we are ready for anything and for everything. So, like, during the rough season, we saw how much we are loved. Silboni Lutando, the support, the prayers. But we know for a fact that they were praying with us and for us. Because I even got to a point where I could not even pray for myself. I could not even pray in the situation. I just trusted God and ndaphuma kuyo. So we would not be where we are now. Emotionally, we would not be where we are now. And I will see more that we if it was on our own. So during a very rough season that we had, we felt your support. We felt our friends' support, their love, our families, and we really do appreciate. We really do appreciate it. I will thank you every minute I get, every chance and if I will make sure that I keep on reminding you and I appreciate so This is to pass gratitude, guys. This is to pass gratitude. The messages that that I get from our subbies, Bana CP, we are missed. Commenting on an old video, Bana siyakumbuleka, we should come back. We would get new subscribers. No one knew what we were going through, or some did not. Like most people did not know what we were going through. But you just get a random person commenting on an old video, Achubana, I'm new here, I love you guys. That was everything.
Yeah.
Those are the things that kept us going. Those are the things that elevated us to where we are now. Those are the things that changed even our mindset, because when you go through Indo, it changes everything. It changes the way you think, it changes the way you see things, it changes like everything. So those messages, guys, they made a huge difference. Imagine commenting with video Ndala as a new subscriber, seeing that we haven't uploaded anything recently, and just showing us love. You don't know us, you don't know what we are going through, but you show us love regardless. I mean, that is everything. There is everything. There's something that has been a quote that has been going around, Eti. You don't know what people are going through. Be kind. And I relate. I relate because it's the little things. It's the little things that mattered. It's the little things that were said to us that made a difference during. Anyway, a disclaimer: we did not break up. We did not cheat. Nina. We did not break up. We did not cheat on each other. We did, yay, please. We were just going through challenges as a life, and through all that time, one thing that also carried us through was that we had each other. I mean, like, I feel like that is what carried us through. We were there, we had each other, we held each other's hands throughout Besibambisene, and I'm so grateful to God. I'm so grateful to God because when things get hard, when things get hard, they can't take it. They can't take the heat. But we held on to each other. We held on to each other. So like we were each other's everything during the season. Yeah.
I think you've said a mouthful. I think for Mna, and we are closing. There's many more videos, guys, that we've lined up now that we are back. We are back, by the way.
We are back.
Yeah.
With a bang.
Yeah, we are back with a bang. If you've subscribed or you've been following a channel, you will see that it says we are about love, life, faith, and family. So I think uThixo yenze ngamabomi into yoba yonke le nto ihamba stages within the slogan of the, I'm not sure if I should say the YouTube channel. I think what we went through now has been about faith. I mean, having faith where like apho kungekho sidingo sobukholelwe kuThixo, but we kept the faith, like we really did keep the faith. If I can tell you one thing, Again, it was not about cheating. It was not about kuhlukana. We have been together. Yeah, everything was fine. It's still fine now between the two of us. But in this Tenileyo is love. And again, I think I've seen it circulating on social media into a team, marry your best friend. Do marry your best friend. I strongly advise you to marry your best friend.
Sorry to disturb me. It reminds me of Bana. There were times where guys, we were going through the most. And we would just laugh. Like, we would just joke.
Laugh at it.
Guys, we go and like any level. You don't go, but we would sit, even make a joke about what we're going through.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing now for insanity too that helped a lot.
It kept us going.
That helped a lot. Tina would sit, make a joke, take pictures, city. This one day we'll sit down and tell the story. A friend of mine said when I spoke to her, Yazi, many you guys will sit and tell the story and sizawube story at the back of our heads or at the back of abantu abangayaziyo le nto nithetha ngayo. It will sound like it's made up. It will sound like le nto nithethayo into engekhoyo. Wathi ngenye imini you'll tell the story and when you do, it will sound to a person that was not there to witness this happening. They're just trying to be motivational speakers. They are just trying to, and I'm a bit emotional right now because it feels like a dream. Like it feels like like all the thoughts of what had happened, the stuff that were happening, ngati in pupa, or it's something that was not real, and it was.
So Kata, I think when was it again? A few days back, I was going through I was watching a video and I'm just sitting there on the couch and I'm thinking, okay, we looked beautiful up. We looked like we had everything figured out. What went wrong? And then it struck me. I think I read that somewhere as well. We always think that because ngalamzuzu you feel like, or you think that you've got everything figured out, it's supposed to be like that nakwi future yakho. And I quickly realized you're not supposed to know. You can anticipate into yoba kuzakwenzeka ntoni okanye prepare for a future yakho. But the reality of it is that you can't really plan what God has in store for you. Noba kungathiwa uplanile wena, but if God says, no, yes, you've planned, but this is the actual plan that I have for you, there's nothing you can do about that. The only thing that you can do is to pray for the wisdom. You can't prevent it. You can't prevent the problems coming to your way. You can't prevent challenges coming your way. The only thing that you can do is to try and anticipate them by praying for wisdom. So the cow figure you have the strength. So you pray for wisdom, you pray for strength. And I think that's the one thing that has, actually not the one thing, that has been everything that has guided us. We've got 2 kids. We've guided abantwana bethu through the midst of everything. We've guided abantwana bethu into growing, I think, into growing through Christ, into growing through as bona abantwana abakhulayo, and we are still doing that. But I think for the most part, we have been able to guide ourselves as well. We have been able to pray for each other, because in the midst of everything going on, marriage or relationship, you must still have the strength to pray for each other, because kuyo yonke loo nto leyo ukhona owenza eyakhe into ebangela uba ifemeli mayiqine, ukhona nomnye owenza eyakhe ngapha ecaleni owenze uyoba ifemeli mayiqine. So you still need to have the strength to pray for each other. Hence I'm saying that marry your best friend. Do not make a mistake of marrying someone that is beautiful, that has got money, but pray for someone that is going to love you, even when it doesn't seem to be final uweke, that is, but uzamthanda because it's your best friend and you know that person. You marry your best friend, and when you do marry your best friend, you know everything about the person, their likes and dislikes, because I feel like xa uzawuvela ube nomntu uzawubuphulela, tshomi yakho uyiphulela. I mean, I'm talking about now a friend, awuyiphuleli tshomi. So I think what has carried us through was the fact that we knew each other, we knew our dislikes, we knew our likes, we knew what I know in the work Melissa go through whatever, what I need to say to her or what I need to do to make her happy, vice versa. So I think that is what has carried us, as she was saying in the work. Like we in the midst of everything, we laughed throughout. It's actually funny that we are sitting here today and we are talking about it. I think, babe, that photo that we took, that photo that you took of me, but I class right. Just to prove a point.
Stop too soon.
No, it doesn't have to be now, but yeah, later on. I think my main purpose is that we now need to get to a point where siyeke uthengisa iglam, we need to sell the reality. I'm seeing all over social media nakwezinye indawo that, excuse me, a generation young is like they're getting married, of which it's beautiful. I don't want to lie, it's very, very beautiful. But now let's also sell the reality. Sumakoti, being me and Omhle, buying a nice house, taking moto, getting a good job. Ezo zinto is materialistic. Let's also sell the reality.
One day
it can all vanish.
Yeah.
It can all vanish.
Guys.
And when it does vanish, you still need each other. And there are people, abafana nathi, there are a testimony, that are a testimony. I think the main purpose of us doing the video namhlanje is that if there are people somewhere in the world that are going through what we've been through. You must know, Ndoba, today we are sitting here sharing a testimony, Ndoba. We've been through what you've been through. And here we are today. Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. To our new subscribers, welcome. If you have not subscribed, please press the subscribe button and like if you do really like, and also give us a comment on the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. That is it for today. We'll keep on uploading. There's more content coming, so do ensure that you subscribe and you do not miss out.
Cheers.
Tasty.